Hello, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well, and thank you very much for coming over and watching another video. So on this video I want to talk to you about a new product that we're launching for the Buddy range. Also I want to show you as well, because if I don't show you, you ain't going to know about it, are you? So what it is the Record Power CamVac is an upgrade system for that. So we all know the Record Power CamVac is a great extractor. A lot of people have got them and they're really durable and very good. The upgrade system replaces the filters that go over the motor and puts in a pleated filter. So it's going to be more durable, it's going to be better efficiency, and hopefully improve the suction a little bit as well. So the reason for this is I was talking to a gentleman while I was scrolling through Facebook, and I came across the forum where people were talking about the upgrade kit for the CamVac, and a gentleman was looking for someone to print the parts for the upgrade kit. And as you guys know, I do a lot of 3D printing, so I offer my services. Printed them, sent them to him, he tried them, he'd done the upgrade kit, and I asked him to let me know once he'd done it whether it improved it or not. He come back and said it made a massive difference, and it was much better. So I'm intrigued by this. So I've ordered the filters. I'm going to do my own personal CamVac and actually see how well it does. No, sorry, I'm going to see if it improves. To be honest, I'm not bothered if it doesn't, because being pleated filters, they're going to be easier to clean anyway. With the fabric filters, I have to wash my fabric filters out every 6 months because the fabric gets clogged up. Even though you bang them out and blow them out, the fabric still gets clogged with dust. So you have to wash them out to clean them out properly. So even if it doesn't increase the vacuum or the suction a massive amount, I'm not bothered, because I think the filters are going to be easier to maintain, which is, to me, is the key thing. If it takes me less time to maintain the filters, then I've got time to do other stuff. So that's my thought behind the process. So the system's very easy. I didn't want to make it high tech, because if it's high tech, it does two things. First thing is it takes longer to print, so it takes more filament, more electric, therefore puts the cost up. I wanted to keep the cost as low as possible because I want as many people to have it as they can afford to have it, because we are in a time where money is tight, and I feel the need that everybody should be able to have the system if they want it. So I didn't want to put it out of people's budget. So simple ring, adapter ring. This goes on top of your motor. Your filter goes on top of that. This cap then goes on top, causing a vacuum inside the filter, therefore allowing it to suck in air from the outside, hence giving you the vacuum and the suction through your extractor. And the other reason I wanted to make it simple was that I didn't want it to spend hours and take up valuable printing time when I need the printers to be printing other stuff as well. So hence the reason being. And it doesn't need to be technical. All it needs to do is just sit on there and hold a filter. That's all it needs. And the filter's never going to fall off, because it is a snug fit on there anyway. And the vacuum, when the extractor's on, is sucking it back onto there anyway. So it's never going to fall off. So that's the reason being it. So anyway, I'm going to do like I said, I'm going to do my own personal CamVac. We're going to see how long it takes to change. I can't imagine it'll take too long, because it's just a push-on system. And then we are going to see if we can notice a difference on the extractor at the end near the lathe. Whether we will or not, 100% sure. But like I say, I'm not too worried about it, because I'm more on the thinking power of the serviceable time rather than the, you know, the making a massive difference in extraction, because I've always had fairly good extraction anyway. So I'm not too worried about it, but I know there are people out there who do struggle with it, so hopefully it might help you guys. But the key thing about getting good extraction is keeping your system clean. You need to make sure everything is clean and tidy, and no air leaks between where it's sucking in and the CamVac. So other than that, right, that's enough of that now. So right, let's get over to the CamVac, get the CamVac out, see how long it takes to change these, and we'll see the verdict at the end. So I'll meet you guys when I'm hugging the CamVac. So, got a CamVac out in a nice spacious area, plenty of room to work on. Unplugged. We don't want power going through it, because we don't want it starting up while we're working on it, because that would be dangerous. Like I say, if you haven't got space in your workshop, take it outside and do it, because there's no point hurting yourself. Right, so depending on what CamVac you got is whether you're going to have one or more motors. Like I said in the start, if you've got more than one motor, you'll have to buy more than one kit, obviously one for each motor. That's if you want to. So first process is to remove the top, exactly the same as if you're going to service it. So we're going to undo these clips Now I'm sure most of them have got 3 clips on them, but undo the clips. Now lift off your motor casing, and that exposes your motors. Okay, these are the filters we're going to replace. These are fabric filters, and they should have a bag over the top of them, but I was going to replace mine, but when I had the conversation with the chap a few months ago on Facebook, I thought actually I'll just hold off and see what happens. So we need to remove this fabric bag, so we're just going to pull this off. Now it will hook over the plastic moulding for the filter casing, so just lift off that plastic moulding. And just be careful because it may be a bit dusty. Mine's not too bad because my extractor goes for a cyclone, so it's not too bad. So you do get a little bit, but not a great deal. So obviously get rid of that. And we'll do the same on the other one because we're both doing exactly the same. So let's remove that one as well. While you're in here as well, take a little bit of time and just clean up in the inside, get rid of all the dust and dirt, what's in here. Obviously we want the new filters to have the best start we can get. So what we need to do now is just remove this piece of plastic. Now this piece of plastic is just pushed on, so it should just come off with a little bit of pushing, like so. So we're going to remove the other one as well. So let's just get that one off as well. Now I'm going to keep these because, like I say, this is still early days. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's early days, so we're just going to keep it and make sure everything is good. So what I'm going to do is just get the airline and just blow that out, get rid of all the dirt and dust. So now obviously we're fitting our upgrade. So obviously this is to replace this, so we're just going to push that on there. Now these are a snug fit, don't force them on because remember they're in plastic and you will break them, so just gently push them down as far as they'll go, like so. I'm going to use the other one exactly the same. Like I say, just don't ram them on, just push them down as far as they'll go because, like I say, they are plastic and you will break them if you're not careful. Like that. So, easy as that. Push those on there. Got our new filters. These are HEPA filters. They are plastic on the inside and the outside. I will check, make sure they're washable. I'm not 100% sure whether they're washable or not, but what I will do, if they are, across the screen here, I will put whether they're washable or not. So they just fit. Now these are a snug fit, so you just need to gently manipulate them onto the top edge, like so. Once you get them started, they're all right. It's just getting them started. So do our second one. So we're just gently going to push that one on there. Make sure you push them apart so they go on. Right, so you can see obviously I've got that one on a little bit further than that one, but it doesn't matter because the vacuum is drawing in, so we're not going to lose any air. So the last bit is just to put our caps on our filters. Again, just push them in. Now I'm doing this live time, I'm not fast forwarded, I'm going to do it all live time and we'll see exactly how long it takes to change them. So obviously keep those just in case you want to revert back to the original. So that's the upgrade done. Now what I'm going to do is just take out, I'm going to leave this filter in here because it's another filter. But I'm just going to check it while I've got it apart, and I'm going to, if it needs, I'm going to clean it out because like I said, it hasn't been checked for best part of a month. So I'm going to check it, and if it needs cleaning, I'll clean it out, and then we'll go from there. So move that over to one side. So just peel this off and check it. Yeah, you can see it needs cleaning. It's full of dust. Like I said, I don't get no debris in there, but I do get a lot of dust because I only use my extractor for sanding. So I get a lot of dust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and clean this out, and then I'll come back when this is all cleaned out. Right, that's all clean now. Give that a good bashing out. What you want to do is, if you do a lot of sanding or a lot of turning, and that gets really bad, buy yourself a second filter, and then what you can do is you've always got a clean one to put in, because every now and again they do want washing out. But right, so that's that filter in. So now basically it's a case of putting our CamVac back together. Just remember you've got your extractor bit there, or your suction bit there. So we're going to put that back in. If you do it without the bag coming off, always helps. All right, let's try again, Steve. Huh. It's taking longer to put the bag back in than it is to actually change the filters. Right, so let's put this back in. Put our clips back on. So that's it, easy as that. I don't know how long it's taken because obviously the camera's been stop-start, but I would imagine it's taken no more than about 5 minutes to change the filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this connected back up where it goes, connected back to the cyclone, and then we'll see how well it draws. See if we can make a bit of a noticeable difference. So anyway, I'll get this back in and I'll come back in a minute. So we have extraction, which is a good start. Always a good start when it works the way it should do. Whether it's improved the efficiency, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will know more when I sand. I've always been lucky to have good extraction, but obviously you'll know when you sand, you'll get that nice trailing feed going into the extractor. So we will test that out, so keep an eye out for the update for that, just to let you know whether it's an improvement. I'm sure it will be, because any filter that's got pleated mass on it will give you better vacuum capacity than a normal bag. Once the pores are blocked up with dust, is going to drop the efficiency dramatically. So I'm sure it will be a better update, and hopefully it's more serviceable as well. So the filters will only come out, bang the filters out. Like I said before, I will check, see if they're washable. If they are, I will leave a description. I will leave a note somewhere during the video to let you know that they are washable, and if they're not, then obviously it's only sawdust, bit of a bang, maybe a light blowout with an air gun. Remember to wear your PPE though when you're blowing out with an air gun, to just clean it out, and it should be fine. The bags are great, but like I say, I have to wash mine out every 6 months because they just lose the extraction for them because all the pores get blocked. So it's going to be a massive improvement no matter what. So these will be on the website the time this video comes out, so the link will be here for the website. There'll also be a link in the description that you should be able to click on and follow through to. So other than that, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up, like and share. If there's any comments, drop me a comment. Let's have a chat about it. Negative comments, if you've got a negative comment, put it in, but I can't guarantee I'm going to answer to it. But if it's going to be negative, then make it a positive negative, not just a negative and be sarcastic about it. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for coming and watching. Take care, speak to you soon, see you on the next one. Bye for now.